वेलकम टू कालाघोड़ा आर्ट्स फेस्टिवल एंड ऑफ कोर्स एज यू नो ये है स्मर्नॉफ नॉन अल्कोहलिक और इस वजह से हम यहाँ पे है ये एग्ज़िबिशन जो लगा हुआ है इट्स रियली रियली एक्साइटिंग डिफरेंट। बहुत लोग पूछते हैं कि कालाघोड़ा में अलग क्या है ये साल में। तो आज एक ही शाम में हमने दो तीन चीज़ ऐसे अलग अलग देखी है एंड दिस इज़ वन ऑफ देम विजुअल आर्ट्स में। और बहुत सारे पैनल डिस्कशन है यहाँ पे, जैसे स्पोकन वर्ड और स्टैंड अप कॉमेडी, म्यूज़िक, अलग अलग चीज़ें हैं। कैरन आनंद का एक वर्कशॉप है और आप देख सकते हैं ये वेबसाइट पे सब कुछ है प्रोग्राम। और आई थिंक एवरी डे दो दो तीन प्रोग्राम वैसे हैं यहाँ पे एंड इट्स लाइक अ वर्टिकल बाय इटसेल्फ। और इतना अच्छा है ये जगह, ये इतनी अच्छी है, मतलब हेरिटेज बंगलो है और हमारे कालाघोड़ा के आसपास है। सो वेरी वेरी हैप्पी एंड एक्साइटेड टू बी हियर।
The experience and overall how I clicked this picture. So for me, when I got to know about this, that first I was not knowing who is my for whom I am clicking pictures. Later on I got to know that अरे मैं Smirnoff के लिए क्लिक कर रही हूँ और उसके बाद एक और सरप्राइज मेरे पास आया that it's going in काला घोड़ा. सो जब ये मेरे को पता चला कि काला घोड़ा में जरा लाइक वो वेरी सरप्राइज लाइक वाओ इतने बड़े प्लेटफॉर्म पे जहाँ पे एक टाइम ऐसा था आई टेल यू दिस इज अ रियल ट्रूथ स्टोरी ऑफ माइंड बिफोर मी कमिंग इन टू द कम्युनिटी दो आई एम not that from arts but little bit from art, so I used to make miniature paintings. So once there was a time when I was selling those paintings on streets outside Kalagoda because I was not aware about how to enroll, how to take stalls, so I was selling it on the streets. But today I'm happy that my work is in Kalagoda. फाइनली वो बोलते हैं ना उस टाइम का एक ये था कि अगर आप कोई चीज़ को बोलते ना शाहरुख खान का डायलॉग जो है शिद्दत से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात आपको उसको दिलाने में लग जाती है एंड इट केम ट्रू. स्मनॉफ गेव मी दैट प्लेटफॉर्म. Not only Smirnoff, but I would say that all other brands also should come up and give us that social platform and that support that yes we can do something because ब्रांड का अगर 1 रुपया सपोर्ट हमें मिलता है बाय जस्ट विद अ स्मॉल एड और समथिंग more awareness will be there in society for LGBTQI community as well as for the trans community because whatever myths or whatever I can say negligence are there for the community in society will go away and there'll be more support in a positive way for the community. I want more positive support for the community in society, from society in for my community. And कहीं पे मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ये काम देखने के बाद लोगों को मोर ये मिलेगा कि अरे जोया कर सकती तो वो भी कर सकती. एंड माय वन एंड लास्ट मैसेज फॉर द सोसाइटी इज अगर जोया लोबो कर सकती है तो जोया की तरह बहुत सारे आर्टिस्ट हैं जो वो भी कर सकते हैं, उनमें भी कोई एक आर्ट छुपा हुआ है. यू ओनली मोटिवेट देम, यू गिव देम दैट एक हमें ये दिया जाता है, बूस्ट दिया जाता है कि ये आप कर सकते हो. एक हर एक ट्रांस में एक आर्टिस्ट छुपा हुआ है. देन इट माइट बी इन कुकिंग, मेकअप, एनीथिंग. आप बस उन्हें एक बोलते ना प्रोत्साहन दीजिए, एक प्लेटफॉर्म दीजिए कि आप ये कर सकते हो एंड दे विल डू इट बेस्ट. दैट्स इट. थैंक यू.
With this Smirnoff Lemon Pop exhibit, I think it's amazing. It's 100-year-old building in Kolaba, which is an inaccessible space on most days. But today, because of this amazing pop up, we get a chance to interface with the city's history and culture. And I think the exhibition here is absolutely wonderful. It's on until Sunday and it's open to the public from morning till night. So please do drop by and experience it.
Tell us more about the family exhibit. What is it centered around?
Which one?
The family exhibit. What is it centered around?
I think it's an amazing exhibition because it is scenes from daily life that don't get featured because अक्सर हम इन सीन्स को देखकर दूसरी तरफ मुड़ जाते हैं और इसीलिए ये बहुत ज़रूरी है क्योंकि ये हमारे आसपास हैं, हर रोज़ हैं. लेकिन जब इस तरीके से इसे दर्शाया जाता है तो हमें एहसास होता है कि जो कम्युनिटी है वो एक्चुअल लोगों से बनता है. उनके भी बाल में कभी क्लिप्स लगते हैं, उनको भी कभी तैयार होना है, श्रृंगार करना है. तो आई थिंक इट्स अ ब्यूटिफुल ब्यूटिफुल एक्सिबिशन बाय द कम्युनिटी ऑफ द कम्युनिटी.
How does it feel to be empowered and associated with Kalagoda Art Festival like this?
I have been part of the Kala Ghoda Arts Festival since I was, I think, in my 20s. अब 25 साल हो गए इस फेस्टिवल को, और मैंने एक्चुअली अपने करियर की शुरुआत इन्हीं स्टेजेस पर की है, तो मुझे मौका दिया गया यहाँ पर कभी एक माइक होल्ड करने का और यहाँ पर बोलने का, और आज मैं आई मस्ट से आई एम वेरी प्रिविलेज्ड दैट आई एम पार्ट ऑफ द एडवाइजरी बोर्ड ऑफ काला घोड़ा. ये फेस्टिवल बहुत ज़रूरी है उन लोगों के लिए जो इस शहर में आते हैं. इस शहर का वाइब्रेंट हिस्ट्री, कल्चर, आर्ट्स, आर्टिस्ट से मिल सकते हैं, उनका काम देख सकते हैं. ये एक फ्री फेस्टिवल है, यानी कि लोगों के लिए है. इसमें कोई एंट्री चार्जेस नहीं होती, सिर्फ आपसे दरख्वास्त के आइए और देखिए ये सारा आर्ट. एंड आई थिंक इट विल बी वंडरफुल अगर लोग आ सकते हैं इन बिग नंबर्स और इस फेस्टिवल का फ़ायदा उठा सकते हैं. ओह, श्योर. गुलजार साहब ने एक बहुत ही खूबसूरत सेशन किया था इन द ओपनिंग ऑफ द फेस्टिवल. जावेद साहब भी हैं, एंड नाउ ऑफ कोर्स वी आर लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू फरहान अख्तर. ओके, ही इज गोइंग टू बी देयर देन. Oh, at Kalanji House. This is it. The exhibition we spoke about. No, there's a party now. Party की बात थोड़ी ना. Yeah, I think the party would be a little too. That's for artists. So I think we'll avoid that. Yeah.
Rolling.
Charlie, rolling.
Tell us about this Smirnoff Lemon exhibit.
So this is the Smirnoff project presented by Smirnoff Lemon Pop as part of the larger Smirnoff initiative to bring the idea of collectives who have very unique stories to tell. And the collective we're speaking about, and we feel very powerfully for them, is the entire Hijra community that lives amongst us and celebrates their own little life amongst all of us. But we really, in a lot of stereotypical ways, in a lot of stereotypical ways, we miss the stories behind these faces. And our initiative is not to just have a pity party, but actually celebrate the idea of what they believe is the we. At Smirnoff, we are about the we do we, which is our rallying brand cry. But the idea of bringing the we in this context was critical for us. Hence, it's called the missing family or the family portraits. Everything you see around are family portraits. It is the families that they make along the way, because their own families have abandoned them. But to be able to make a livelihood and a life with these adopted families they meet, if they go to a shadi, for those 20 minutes, that shadi is their family, right? If they go to bless somebody for a new shop, for 20 minutes, that shop owners, they are their family. Or the families they adopt, or the lovers they pick along the way, and the people they live with and partners with. Most of them are not even allowed to marry if they are of the same sex. And that's a story we brought alive with this entire initiative. We will continue to celebrate this over the next year, but really speaking to that community is something that we have had a privilege and honor of doing. There's also a clap. You can ask a question? Okay. There's also a clap meter that we are starting. The idea is very simple. Through generations and popular culture and the way movies, music, everything has, the iconic Hijra Tali has been made into a homophobic chant. It's used as an insult. But for that community, it is a massive, massive, powerful, impactful expression of their identity. And all we're asking people is to do, just clap the loudest you can, and एक पल के लिए just उन हिजरों की दुनिया में झांक के देखो एक ताली बजा के, and the sound we will capture and give back the value of that sound to the community on a future date as part of the Smirnoff project, and that's the clap room.
Tell us about the events that are taking place.
No, that will be around the KGF team. Yeah, cool. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So this exhibition has photographs that are clicked by photographers, and they're trying to capture basically the different emotions and different aspects of trans life, and just their joy, trans joy essentially. So if you walk around over here, you see these large, beautiful canvases with photographs of lots of trans people who are smiling, who are doing lots of beautiful things. And when we think about trans people, we think about lots of negative things. And so to think about, and because of that, and because they've been so estranged from society, and in our country, we just accept that trans people are outside of us. And because of that, we fail to see them as human beings. So, this is an exhibition where trans people are seen as human beings with human emotions and not just as characters. So, please come and check out our truth because these photographers have captured them really well. So, I'm going to even say the photographers' names. We have Rohit Tiwari, Rakib Raza, Wanda Hendricks, and Zoya Lobo. So, please come and check it out. Okay?
Please tell us about this exhibit and the work that went behind it.
Okay, so I'm Rakib and this is Mohit. We are both photographers for this exhibition. I think the idea that we got from the agencies and the clients was basically to capture trans folks, Hijra folks in their own community, with their friends, with their families, their newfound families and stuff like that. So we have tried to just encapsulate that through stories, different kind of stories. I mean, there are people who do blessings. There are people who go out on the road to ask for alms at the signal. So different kinds of stories, but basically trying to encapsulate how these people live, how these people love, and basically sustain their lives.
Tell us about the family part of this. How did you explore that?
So the basic idea behind it is to explore the idea of chosen family in terms of partner, friends, or the family they select. Uh, our idea was to basically capture their journey and the family they chose to live around. And we had a great conversation before the shoot as well to get an idea about their lives. And that's why we try to do justice in terms of documentation of their lives as long as the people they like to surround themselves with. Yeah.
How much time and work went into this exhibit? And one second. How much time and work went into this exhibit? And how many subjects and families have you covered over the course of your work?
So I think we all covered 2 subjects each. We were 4 photographers. We covered 8 subjects in total, and the process of it was very intensive in the sense that we had to do recce. We had to talk to these subjects about their lives, right? I mean, we had to know them first before we photographed them. So in that sense, getting to know them was a bigger process, and then getting to also know their friends and families, the people that we are shooting with, because you have to understand, these are not people who sort of get shot on a regular basis. So they are very conscious of the camera. There were team members, producers, and people who were on set. So we had to acquaintance them with all these things. So it took us time, weeks of time, to just prepare for it and then get to know them, prepare them, and
Also the
prepare
location
us.
they are used to, their safe space, whatever they are comfortable in. So it was a long time to also make them feel comfortable around the camera as well as us because basically we've been documenting or we are going to document them basically for a day. So they have to be comfortable in front of the camera. So yeah.
How does it feel to be empowered by Kalagura Art Festival and Smirnoff to be able to do your work in a way that like, you can showcase to the world?
Okay. I feel like it's a great opportunity. I mean, the fact that a whole venue has been booked and this trans joy is being sort of shown at a space like this at Kala Ghoda. I mean, it's a huge step, and I think from what I see and from what I hear from people here, they really love it, and I think that's a success for us in that sense that they love what we did and they love what Smirnoff stood for in that space. Yeah.
What does Kalagura Art Festival mean to you?
An art festival, which is like a great space to showcase our work and as well as like tell stories which are relevant to our lives as queer people.
See, art is one thing, but patronage is another. How do you feel when brands like Smirnoff stand for art and bring a difference?
I mean, absolutely, it does feel nice to be supported and be seen in that sense, right? That these people are supporting us to do some kind of work which we also stand by, which we also have lived somewhere as queer people. So in that sense, I feel like it's a great opportunity, and it's great that they are spending money on this. Absolutely, I mean, we are really grateful. Yeah.
Thank you.